Welcome, welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I will give the heads up that I'm at my childhood home on the farm, and the internet is not what it is in London. So I hope that the recording will be all right. Beautiful. Let's land on the mat in a comfortable position. Let's take some time to settle in here, to take stock of how the day was, to lean into what you're grateful for, and to consider the energy or feeling that you're hoping to carry forward to the week, while also considering anything that you need to let go of. So, we're in a comfortable seat. Let's feel the sitting bones making contact with the mat. Let's feel the tension just drip off the shoulders. Notice how your jaw feels. Maybe give it a wiggle back and forth. Take any other movements, twists, turns, shimmies, shakes that will help you to settle in for the rest of the practice. Once you've settled in, I invite you to close the eyes if you are comfortable and safe doing so. And let's start off. We'll take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And we'll exhale, release, sigh out the mouth. Again, a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out the mouth. One more time. Beautiful. As we sit here in this comfortable seat on our mat, eyes closed if you're comfortable and safe doing so. Know that beneath you, whether you're sitting or laying down, that you are supported. Feeling that grounding energy as we envision cords or roots or a thick rope dropping from the pelvis, from the hips, down into the earth. And do a little check there, a little tug. Make sure that that cord or the roots or the rope is securely connected down to the center of the earth. You can envision a ray of sunshine dropping through the crown of the head, connecting us to everything, to our loved ones, to the animals and the plants and the trees, to the earth, to the sky, to the water. That ray of sunshine being that reminder that I am you, you are me. Feel the breath as it enters the body through the nose, as it fills the lungs, the belly softens and expands. And then as we exhale, almost like a ringing out, we feel the breath exit the body. The belly button draws towards the spine, and the breath exits through the nostrils. We feel that tickle at the back of the throat. And as we settle in here, begin to connect with the stillness, connect with the quiet, connect with the body. Check in and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? This connection to gratitude allows us to resonate, to hold space, to sit in those feelings of joy more often and for longer. What is it that you are grateful for? Now asking yourself, what is it, whether that's a feeling, an activity, what is it that I would like to carry throughout the rest of my week? What is it? How would I like to feel? What is something I would like to do? What is that thing that pops into your mind's eye? That pop of wisdom that settles into the gut. That intuitive whisper. And know that that feeling, that activity, that sensation, you can take the steps. You can offer that for yourself. You can do the things required in order to feel, do, think in that way. That's not to say that the things that we think, feel, or do that aren't what we are hoping for need to be skipped over or rushed through. No, absolutely not. We want to hold space and sit with and be comfortable in all of those feelings, all of those thoughts, all of those activities, doings. But give ourselves some self-compassion when it's not going exactly as you had hoped. And know that you can and have the power to take the next best step to shift back to how you want to feel, the things you want to be thinking of, the activities you want to engage in and spend your time doing. Beautiful. And consider then the thing, thought, activity that you need to release, that you need to let go of here and now. The song, how do I need to release control? I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. So those lyrics, I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. And here, what is it that you need to release? Maybe it's control, maybe it's something else. But what is it that you can release here and now that will allow you to surrender, to find that flow, to connect with love, to come back into alignment and healing? Such a beautiful practice to begin and consider, what are the things that I am grateful for? That practice in and of itself, as I mentioned, allows us to sit in and be comfortable with joy more often and for longer periods of time. And then considering how we want to feel, activities that we want to engage in, things that we want to reflect on or think about, be curious. And consider what needs to be released and let go. You may find that there are separate and distinct things that you are coming up for you here. Or you might see a common thread. There's no right or wrong answers to any of these questions, but giving ourselves time to Again, be curious to reflect. It's such a powerful, powerful practice.
And surrender to the
Invite you to place one hand on the chest over the heart, the other on top, or perhaps press the palms together in front of heart center.
and surrender
And set your intention for the practice. Perhaps it's connected to, something you were sitting with here in that stillness. Maybe it's a commitment to return to this practice throughout the week. Let that intention really settle into the heart space. Awesome. And then we'll begin to find those subtle movements coming back into the body, blinking the eyes open when you're ready. All right. I'm going to start off with, I'm going to give you a few options for a hip opener. I feel like I've been sitting in my chair even more often, but I'm also, I just got my bike tuned up, so my hips are feeling all sorts of things. So I'm going to start with hips. Maybe you're feeling the same way. I hope so. I hope opening the hips resonates with you. I hope that you're not having tight hips. All right, so a few options. We'll start with fire log pose. The left shin is the base of your fire log. It's parallel to, for me, it's parallel to the long edge of the mat. And then I'm going to stack my right foot on top of the left knee, right knee on top of the left foot. I'm just going to grab a pillow. Shove that pillow in there. So that's option one, finding fire log pose. This can be an intense one. I'm feeling it already. If it's too much, finding deer pose. So the left shin will stay where it is, and then the right shin will be parallel for me for the short edge of the mat. And this can be an option. Or if you want to find pigeon pose. So again, left shin can stay where it is. We'll just reach the right leg long out behind us. So those are your options, or if there's another way that feels good for you to open up through the hips, then by all means, always find what feels good for you. And we will sit here, breathe, connect with the breath. This is an intense one. If you're like, oh, I don't feel it, then you might want to walk the hands forward, coming down on the forearms or hinging from the hips. And breathe. I've mentioned this before, but hip openers in our hips, that's where we store lots of our emotions. Just notice again what's coming up. Be grateful for the messages that the body is sending you, the connection between the physical and the emotional. Beautiful. Wherever you are, we'll walk the hands back towards the body. Finding a seat if you're in pigeon. Otherwise, we'll just press the soles of the feet down to the mat. Windshield wiper those hips back and forth. Whew. All right, so on the other side now, the right shin will be parallel to the front edge of your mat. For me, it's the long edge. If you're finding pigeon, just straighten that back leg out behind you. If you're finding deer pose, the left shin will be parallel to the side edge of your mat, whether that's the long or the front, you decide, whatever way your mat's going. Or fire log will stack that left foot on top of the right knee, left knee on top of the right foot. Is the river not the rain? Why is everyone pretending that there's not a drop to drink? There you are. Breathing here, noticing how you feel. And always know it's an option to walk the hands forward. Come down. If you're in pigeon, come down to the forearms. Let it all go. So I build up a fence around the man. It's the Mayan and the misanthrope argue in the street. Angelic eyes of sadness and fire-breathing dragons are all I see. But the longer I stand and the more I awake, the cracks in my hand and the lines on my face fail to remind me the frail and the blind see the same as me. Is it madness? Breathe here, notice how the left hip feels, how the right hip feels. Is it love? Or is everyone believing that it's under their control? Here we are, just waiting to explode. Let it all go. As you inhale, finding space for whatever it is that's coming up for you in this posture. And as you exhale, again, release, let it go. Is it madness or is it fear? My brother, I'm not really sure. We'll again walk the hands towards the body. If you're in pigeon, you'll swing that back leg forward. We'll plant the soles of the feet on the mat. Give a windshield wiper. Here we are, just waiting to explode. Awesome. Now we will find a child's pose. So knees nice and wide, big toes will touch. And we'll lower the chest to the mat, walk the hands forward. If you have pillows or bolsters, blankets that you want to lay so that you have something under your chest, absolutely. Reach the arms forward. And the head, if you're on a bolster or blocks or towels or anything like that, the forehead can press down into the mat or turn to one side. And I'll give you the cue that if you're turned and gazing in one direction, when to turn to gaze in the opposite direction.
Love is a battle, at least they told me so. How to surrender, sometimes I never know. The walls up around me, they seem to never fall. Let me some fire so I can burn them all. I know we've been struggling, but here we gotta move. I can still see you now, can you see me too? Remember the rivers and how they merged our hearts, never apart. 'Cause we came for more than love. So baby girl, don't you run. We came for more than love. We came for more than love. So baby girl, don't you run. We came for more than love. I can feel the fear on every single breath. Sometimes I feel like I can't take another step. But darling, I'm a soldier. I know that you're a soldier. So let's climb up this mountain and get over all the things that keep us in the shadows, girl. I intend to cut them out of both our worlds.
If you're gazing to one side, you'll turn the head to gaze in the other direction.
So baby girl, don't you run. We came for more than love. We came for more than love. So baby girl, don't you run. We came for more than love. So baby girl, don't you run. We came for more than love. More than love. We came for more than love. So baby girl, don't you run.
We'll start to walk the hands towards the body. Since we've compressed the hips now, let's sit one more time. Soles of the feet pressed into the mat. Give a gentle windshield wiper. Beautiful. Now we'll find our Shavasana, our final resting pose. I'm gonna shimmy so that I can do legs up the chair. And I encourage you to do the same. Or if you're near a wall, one hip goes against the wall, the couch, the seat, and you can swing the legs up the wall or let them rest on the chair, the couch. If you're choosing to lay flat on your back, let the feet be wider than the hips, the arms wider than the shoulders, or maybe having the right hand rest on the chest, left hand on the belly. Settle in here, let the practice melt into the body, and the body melt into the mat. We're all lonely together. I want to see your sadness. I want to share your sin. I want to bleed your blood, and I want to be let in. Don't we all just wanna be together? Leave what's heavy behind. What is it that you can release here? Leave what's heavy behind. Breathe deep into the belly. Take a look around. Do your fingers move? Do your lungs inflate? Are you tired? Are you weary of the hidden hate you've been holding? Hey, did you lose that love, or have you never had it? Are you feeling sad cause you did a bad thing? What's heavy behind? Leave what's heavy. What's heavy behind? Inhale, soften the belly. And exhale, let the belly button sink in towards the spine. Inhale to fill with more of what you're calling in, those feelings, sensations, activities that you are wanting more of. And as you exhale, releasing what no longer serves you. Are you feeling fearful, brother? Are you feeling fearful, sister? What's heavy behind? Leave what's heavy. What's heavy behind? Leave what's heavy. What's heavy behind? Leave what's heavy. What's heavy behind?
New life is birthing. I peek out from cocktails. I steal back the lantern. Surface with water. It's a
Begin to bring awareness back to the breath, back to the body.
task is at hand. Not a moment too soon. When doubled and break.
Gentle wiggle of the fingers and of the toes. Bring the knees into the chest. And we'll roll to one side. Pause here for a moment. And then we'll press into the palms. Come up to a seat. Thank you as always for joining, for sharing your practice, and hope to see you next time.